Alright, what's up everyone? So welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to be doing the one tower only challenge, or more commonly known as the micro challenge. So basically in this challenge, what you do is you can use any towers you want, but you can only have one on the screen at a time. So here I am on the left and my opponent on the right. So I just had someone try to survive as light as they can on the right side. So he's not doing the micro challenge. He's just trying to survive and doing whatever he can to do so. So yeah, and I will link the person who helped me in the description below, their channel, so go subscribe to them. Huge thanks for them to helping me out on this. Yeah, so anyway, on the early part of the game, I just start with a boat, and then I go to the nuclear sub here, the reactor, and that actually lasts a long time because that reactor spot is actually really good. So I am playing on Bonanza with fire, since that does give you 4 times eco, and you do want a lot of eco in order for this challenge to work well. And then now you see I switched into the Spectre, and that will handle basically all balloons. So now I'm just practicing some micro with the GZ, Ground Zero. And yeah, so we're just going to continue microing. So this is 5 times speed. And yeah, we're just basically going to fast forward until the first mobs come up, which is on round 27. Now this is my first time ever trying the micro challenge. So my micro is not amazing, but I think it's not too bad for the first time. And another thing I do want to point out is I was on the left side, and I think my micro is slightly better on the right side. So if I do try this again, I probably go to the right side, just because I'm not really used to selling the tower when you're on the left side like this. So yeah, we do have 2 more rounds until round 27, and that is when the mob comes. So I'm just going to continue ecoing here and go to about 20k. So we are on 1 time speed now, and the first mobs will be coming on this round. So yeah, I do end up GZing them, I think, when they come up. And yeah, so I did use powers, but I don't think it's really a big deal because I just used lightning because I almost died in the early part game, which is kind of sad, as well as the eco boost. So nothing that really does much. And I did accidentally place 2 towers on the screen there for like a second, but that doesn't matter much. Like, those few darts aren't going to change the outcome of the game. So yeah, and that does happen a few times during this challenge, but overall there's nothing major. I don't ever use like 2 abilities at once before selling, so I think that's fine. And yeah, as you can see, the Ground Zero is basically infinite balloon popping power on the entire screen. So yeah, I basically just go back to the Spectre for a little bit to eco, and then I do have to continue GZing these mobs. So yeah, I guess now I could explain the purpose of each tower. So the Ninja, you do have the sabotage supply lines, the 4th tier on the right side, and that just makes the balloons half speed for 15 seconds. And there's actually a glitch. Well, I'm not sure if it's actually a glitch, but it's just something special about that ability is if you use it on balloons before they come onto the screen, the balloons are actually permanently stalled. So not just for 15 seconds, but for their entire lifetime of the balloon is permanently stalled. So basically you just want to keep using the Ninja sabotage supply lines whenever you can, so that all the balloons that come on after you use it are permanently stalled. Right, and then next we have the Ace. So of course, the Ground Zero for that. So yeah, of course it's infinite balloon popping power, but it also does a lot of damage to mobs. And as you can see now, it takes 2 hits to destroy a mob with the Ground Zero. And if you remember from round 27, it only took it 1 hit. So yeah, that's because the mobs do get more and more health, as well as more speed as the rounds go on. So the Ground Zero does get weaker, unfortunately, over time, but it's still always good to have it there for the balloon cleanup. Okay, and then we have the boat, which is of course for the monkey pirates or boat pool, and that one just insta kills BFBs, so that's always nice to have. And that one, unlike the Ground Zero, does not start losing its damage or whatever. It always insta kills a BFB no matter what round it is. And finally we have the sub, which is the first strike ability on the right, and that one supposedly destroys Oh My God in 1 shot, but it actually doesn't, because by the time Oh My God comes on the screen, which is round 43, it's already got so much health that it takes several hits but that is the ability in the game that does the most damage. So of course we will have the sub for the first strike ability. So yeah, I'm still just GZing these mobs, and then when I see BFBs, I just start bolt pulling them. So yeah, right now it's only around 37. The micro isn't too hard yet. And several times I do mess up and not sell my tower. So I do almost put a second tower on top. I mean, of course you can't do that, but it does waste a bit of time. But at this point, it's not really a big deal. So yeah, if you look on the right, by this point, my opponent has basically maxed out their defense with at least the temples. So they're set. So yeah, basically I just told them, like, make sure they don't die, because it would be sad if they died before I did. So yeah, they did do a good job of that. And now he's sending regen reds at me, because, you know, that'll do a lot of damage. I might die to that. So yeah, we're still gonna keep GZing these mobs. And okay, so we're back. Yeah, we're still GZing. And yeah, so now there's a big pack of BFBs. So you don't want to GZ BFBs too much, otherwise you'll pop them into mobs, and that's not good. So yeah, see over there, I almost got up my GZ and my bow at the same time, which is obviously not allowed because it's a 1 tower challenge. But I did notice and sell my boat beforehand, before using the ability, so that's okay. Alright, so here, yeah. Okay, so this round has a lot of regen rainbows, and you can just see the power of the GZ here. It just always instantly destroys them, no matter how much they've multiplied or how many on the screen. And as you can see, I just used a sabotage supply lines there, but it's a bit late, so some of these BFBs aren't perma-stalled, but that's okay because we are instantly bolt pulling them. Alright, yeah, so we're still just bolt pulling these BFBs. And yeah, and also making sure we sabotage. And of course we do have to go for the ace ground zero every once in a while, just to make sure the balloons don't sneak past. Right, so now my opponent over there is building up some ninjas, probably to get some sabotage supply lines. So yeah, we're back to 5 times speed. Basically just gonna fast forward till near where I die, which I'm not gonna say now because it's spoilers, but it's not that amazing. And by the way, the world record for this is around 60, I believe. And I don't really come that close to that because, again, this is my first time. But I do think I did a pretty okay job. So yeah, you can see the Zomai gods here. They are pretty beefy. And you do have to first strike them quite a few times to pop them into BFBs. Alright, so we should be back to 1 times speed pretty soon here. There we go. Right, so I had another late Sabo there, so that Zomai God on top unfortunately is not perma-stalled. So yeah, at this point I am getting pretty fatigued. My hands are cramping and tired. So my micro does kind of get messed up at sometimes. And there I just bolt pulled nothing for some reason. I didn't notice. But yeah, so we're just gonna spam first strikes now at these Zomai Gods. And also keep saboing because they're, I think one of them is not permanently stalled, so that's sad. Okay, and basically the way rounds work is once at least one person pops the highest layer balloon on their side, then the next round will start. So if I have like 5 Zomai Gods on my screen, once I pop all 5 Zomai Gods, the next round will start, or if my opponent does. So that's kind of a good indicator to know when to Sabo. But I wasn't really paying too much attention because I was just tired at this point and trying to get a lot of first strike abilities in here. So yeah, as you can see, the Zomai God is getting pretty far, and it's not looking so great. And I am still forgetting to Sabo. And I think they actually sold the Sabo on accident before using it, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna be trying to bolt pull these BFBs as fast as I can so that I can get to GZing those mobs. And you can see sometimes like just like the sabotage earlier, I sell my tower before using the ability, which is pretty bad. Alright, but yeah, so these mobs are getting pretty far. It's a bit sketch, but we do end up saving it, I think. Yeah, so if you see there, I accidentally clicked on the balloon thing, so I nearly died. Those balloons got really far. Alright, so at this point, I realized that I'm probably not going to be popping the Zomai God. So here I just do nothing and tell my opponent to boost so that he can pop his oh my gods as fast as possible. So you can see he's using all his abilities, and once he's popped all his oh my gods, you see the next round should start in the second year. There we go. So yeah, so I did get to round 53, and this last oh my god is going to sneak through. Alright, and I'm just saboing there. It's not going to do much though. So yeah, so we got to round 53. First attempt at the micro challenge. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I definitely will be trying this in the future again. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.